Yeah, yeah, yeah. GlowChat.
Hi and welcome back to GlowChat, a podcast all about skincare, self-care and everything in between. I am your host Vic and I am joined by founder of GlowFound, Claire.
Hi everyone.
Hi. So this is our fortnightly episode where we just have a big old catch up. We talk all about what we've been up to, what's happening at GlowFound. We talk about beauty treatments or anything self-care that we've been getting up to.
Yeah.
And just beauty trends, anything that is topical and comes to our mind in that particular moment.
Yeah.
So what has been going on at GlowFound this week? Let's fill some people in.
GlowFound, so our membership is still growing.
Mm-hmm.
So we grew by like 30% last month. Mm-hmm. So like, again, like really, really pleased with that. And we've started to get a lot of feedback now from customers and our members around about what they like, what they're not liking, what they're loving, what they want, which is really good. Yeah. We've got an event coming up at the end of May, which is a skincare and sip.
Yes, that I'm really looking forward to that. I think that will be such a nice little chilled, like pre-summer night.
Yeah.
So it's in Bonnie and Wild. We've got like a private room there. And there's going to be Prosecco, some little nibbles, and then Fraser from Dussel. He is going to be there just talking all about SPF and just kind of giving us like lots of advice on picking the right SPF, because obviously we know it's such an important skincare step. And it's just going to be a really nice event for mingling, chatting to other people about skincare. There'll be a chance to like test out loads of different products and things as well. So we're really excited about that. Tickets are on sale now.
Yep, £30 for non-members, £22 for members. So I think if you're not a member and you want to come, I would definitely sign up, because you'd get like the free Dussel product this month as well.
That's a really good SPF actually.
It's so good. Because we're doing the daily moisturiser SPF, and the branding is like gorgeous. I love the Dussel branding.
Really nice packaging as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. And so I've been trialling the Dussel products for like well over a month, and the last time I went for a facial, they caught Morgan, she said just how well nourished my skin was. Yeah. And I get feedback every month I go. She gives me feedback on my skin every month.
See, for things like that, you always feel like you're like getting a gold star or something.
I know.
Like
I
that.
was like, yes, I've got nourished skin. But it's really easy to put on in the morning. So it's like it's really light as well. It's actually not heavy SPF.
No.
So if you're someone who maybe doesn't like a lot of thick creams, then it's good, and it's also great to add on to if you're having like another moisturiser. Yeah. And it's quite travel friendly. It's 50 mils, so it's great if you're going away somewhere.
Every day.
Yeah. So like, I definitely, for people who want to come to the event, I would become a member, and then you get a link to your discounted ticket. Definitely. And so you're getting product and you're coming to the event.
Definitely.
It's a no-brainer.
And as I said, it's like one of these events where it's like it's only like 16 spaces.
16 people.
So there's obviously a few going already, but you can come along by yourself as well. It's going to be like a really nice group of people. It's not like, I've not got a friend that I can come along with or anything. Everyone there is just loves skincare, and it's just going to be a really nice community feel to it, basically.
Yeah, or like, if you just want a nice little Wednesday night out at the end, that'll be close to summer, should be warm. So yeah, it'll be a nice event. I'm really looking forward to it.
And Bonnie and Wild is in St James's Quarter as well, so it's really easy for everyone to get to as well.
Yeah, great. Easy for the train, easy for the bus.
Yes, Oh, I will definitely be taking the train that night. Yes, You can fill use of the Prosecco.
Yeah, 100%.
It's for work, it's fine. So we're really excited about that. And what else has been going on at GlowFound this month?
So we've started to have we get a lot of brands now coming through wanting to work with us and being considered on our website. And it's really interesting. So we do take the time to really think about what we stock. We're actually really considered, as we should be. But it's how is the packaging? Do we think it's going to last if it's in your bag all day? What is in the ingredients? Is there filler ingredients in there? Because whilst clean beauty can be fully organic or natural, but also you need maybe other skincare for sensitive skincare types that maybe can't take essential oils, for example. But it's making sure those don't have filler ingredients and
and also the products actually work.
And they work, yeah.
You can't just test them out over I've tried this twice and we love it, let's get it on the site or anything like that. It needs to be
like a
Good.
good, I would say 6 to 8 weeks. So like I've been trying a brand at the minute for well over a month, and I'm really pleased with like the results. So that hopefully we will be coming onto the site soon. But again, that was a recommendation from one of our collective members. But again, it's just taking the time to try the products, so we don't just throw everything up on the website. And then again, it's getting feedback from our customers around what they like and what they don't like, because they should also shape like what we stock. It's not just my opinion.
Definitely, yeah. And I think how the product actually arrives at customers is so important as well. Like if the packaging's not good, or it's going to get really easily damaged when it travels, that's not good as well. And that kind of represents GlowFound as well. So if the product doesn't travel well and it's going to arrive, that's somebody's could potentially be their first
order.
Their first order, and that's going to be what they think of GlowFound. So
and a lot of people, what I'm getting feedback is like, how easy is it to use? So a lot of our customers are like, they don't want something that's like really difficult to use. They want something that's like quite easy. Like sometimes even with like, I mean, I really like a cleansing balm, but some people don't want that they have to use a face cloth. Like they just don't want that. So it's also about like how easy it is for the customers to use.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot, I think there's a lot that goes into it that I don't think a lot of people really appreciate.
And GlowFound's at that good size of a business where everything still feels like, you have a touch point on absolutely every stage of the business. So you're seeing orders going out and packing the orders, speaking to collective members and things like that as well. So you are getting that kind of instant feedback as well. You're not just sitting in some office. I'm sure you would love to be sometimes as well. And you don't really know what's going on. Like you're getting that very instant feedback from customers as well.
Yeah, I also do the deliveries. So if it's local, I'll actually go and do it myself. So then I end up chatting. I have a great day when I do it, but I end up chatting to quite a lot of the customers.
Like a high-vis jacket or something like that.
I should have a van. But yeah, so it's actually really nice. And I also get to speak to people and see what they have and what they like. What's been really popular, the Shellac peppermint cleanser is so popular.
Much good feedback on that.
I get so much good feedback on that. And I actually got someone this morning who they're free product, because when you join and you're in the first 50, you get the test product, but you get another full-size free product. You can choose completely yourself. And she's been using the sea moss lily bee cream, and because she had quite dry skin, and she's like, I'm absolutely loving it, and I've never heard of this brand before. And I'm like, it's a really lovely little brand.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm working a lot, like getting to speak to a lot more customers, and then we're going to be hopefully redoing our packaging in the next like couple of months. Because it's like exciting. Yeah, it's not like where I would like it to be, but obviously we're still growing. So hopefully in the next couple of months we'll be changing our packaging so it's a little bit more in line with what I would like it to be in like end game.
So it's just about getting that balance as well. That not everything is going to be, because I feel like even having businesses and things like that, you want everything to be perfect right now, and that is just not practical. Where it's going to be a case where it's going to be a stopgap until you get to the next point, because people also have this, I'm not going to do it until I can afford to get that perfect packaging, and I'm not going to do anything until I've got this £10,000 website, or and all these things as well. It's just putting up barriers stopping you from actually doing anything, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, you've just got to get going with it.
And the things that you notice are not always going to be the things that customers are going to notice as well.
I know. I feel like I'm so hard on myself. Like I think I get that feedback a lot, which is like, you're too hard on yourself, and you're like, yes, but I know where I want it to be. So and I'm a perfectionist. I'm working on that.
And I think it's different when you're comparing yourself. Like if you order something from like Victoria Beckham Beauty or something like that, I'm sure it would arrive and it's got the most beautiful, expensive packaging and everything else. But that's obviously a brand that has been established for a long time and has huge budget behind it, and that's not where every single brand is going to be straight away.
So that's kind of the other thing. And then we're just looking at, I think I mentioned this ages ago, but we are still looking at adding PDRN products onto the website. Just because it's like so popular and it's such a big trend at the minute.
I'm actually trying out a couple of Cosser X. I know we've got the advanced nail ones, but they have I've got an advanced what's it called? It's called the 5 PDRN trio. So
Yes.
it's like a toner, a serum, and then it's like a mask. It's one of these masks that you put on that's very kind of like molded to your skin. And then once all the product is in, it kind of goes transparent as well.
You peel it
So yeah, it's that satisfying way as
Nice.
well. So yeah, I just got them the other day actually, so I'm trying them out just now as well. I will
Nice.
feedback.
That'd be good because we get, so CosRx is one of the ones. I knew I do a really good PDRN. They've got such an extensive PDRN range. So that's the other one that we're looking at. Lucy has been doing a little bit of a deep dive on that.
Yep.
She loves her K-beauty.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's what's been going on at GlowFound. And I think for us it's just trying to like stabilize, like say we're growing, we've got like a nice little community. Our Facebook group is now live, so it's doing more with that, and just trying to like provide as much value for our customers as possible and having a really good customer experience.
Yeah, and that is one feedback that you get all the time from members, is they can't believe like how much you actually get for your membership as well.
Yeah, someone actually was like, "How are you making money?" And I was like, "I can't disclose that."
Absolutely not. You're just like, just trust us.
Just trust us.
Absolutely. So what else has been going on this week for you? You also had the bank holiday weekend.
I did. So we went into it with my daughter, cut her hair at nursery.
Okay, at nursery, so it wasn't on your time, so you don't need to feel responsible for it.
I'm not responsible adult. So I go to pick her up, and then I can always tell because she's got her key person who's so lovely and she's so good with her. She's like, "I need to speak to you," and you think, "Oh no." Like, as soon as I get I need to speak to you, I'm like, "Oh no." So Freya cut her hair. Right. And I was like, okay, but apparently she did it so quick that nobody really knew. And they have actual scissors.
I was going to say, because they're normally the little plastic ones that you can do that if you try.
No, they're not paper scissors.
Okay.
They're proper scissors. They don't do that now with them.
Yeah.
And she must have just went, and it's like she's got a very deep side parting, so it's just this little bit here. So she looks like she's got a choppy cut. But she was like, but I want to go to a hairdresser's because she has been asking me to get hair done, and I've been very busy because she wants to get a hair cut before she goes to school.
Right, okay.
She's got that.
Right, okay, so she starts school after the summer.
Yeah, she starts, P1. Good luck, teachers. So she cut her hair.
Scissors.
Yeah, hide your scissors. So she cut her hair.
Okay, so that's not too disastrous. So it's not,
like
she's cutting one of these like really,
really random
short
fringes. No, she's given herself a little bit of a layered
I mean, I've
cut.
done that myself as like a fully grown adult, so I can't really judge.
But I need my own hair done. I was like looking at it today. I was like, I'm so grey, and I feel so good once I've had my hair done and it's darkened down a bit,
isn't it? Yeah.
And I feel like when I don't know what it's like to be blonde. I've never been blonde, but like with dark hair, as soon as you start to go grey, because it all comes in here.
Yeah. Well, actually, because obviously before lockdown, and I was like, I don't really get grey hair, Turns out, funnily enough, as soon as lockdown, and I was like, God, what is that? And I was like, oh my God. So I don't get many, but there was the odd little one, which was...
Oh no, I'm like, I would be salt and pepper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't really get it like that. It's just like the odd few that comes through. But this was... I was blaming lockdown for it. I was like, this never happened before lockdown.
Yeah. So my hairdresser, we go through a lot. We talk a lot about like hair health. She's really into hair health. Yeah. And so like not using my straighteners, which I've gotten much better at because I use my Dyson Airwrap. And then what else is she... Like how often you wash your hair, and then
like products
that you're using, and then like doing like a hair mask a couple of times a week, and obviously when your hair's longer it'll dry out more, and then sun exposure, and she we go through this quite a lot. I get a little like we have a chat every time I would get my hair done every 7 weeks.
It's funny because my hairdresser I've been going to for like 20 years, and Nicole said, so it was like the start of 2020, and I was like bleached blonde in those days. Like I was getting it like done like every 5 weeks. I was like full scalp.
Really blonde.
Bleach blonde, right? Peroxide. And she was like, listen, this is going to be the year of your hair health. Okay, we're just going to make it a little bit more natural. And I was like disgusted at the thought. I was like, okay, whatever, because she is very much the boss. Like we are friends as well, so what she says goes. It's not like I get a choice in it. So she was like, this is going to be like the year of hair health for you. So I was like, okay, we'll see. Then of course lockdown happened.
Yes, it was.
And unintentionally, obviously then didn't basically get my colour done for like a year. So yeah, I was like, thanks for that. I was blaming her for basically COVID.
Oh, but fair. Yeah, so when I go, it's always like, how much do you want off? And I was like, I really want to grow it, so like as little off as possible. And she's like, you have to cut it for it to grow, and it's
and
like
it always does just like look and feel better
it
afterwards
does
as well. Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, I've not been blonde, but I did go red once.
Yeah, I think everyone goes through that phase. Like I was always like really blonde and then decided to dye my hair myself when I was like 18, 19 or something. It was horrendous.
Do you remember when it was like cool to have like the really thick side fringe, which I definitely had, but you had patches underneath your hair of like, okay, this must have been a East Lothian Edinburgh side thing.
Okay.
So you'd have like it was Girls Aloud, I'm pretty sure had it, and it was like you'd have dark hair and then just like a flash of blonde here.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
No, that was definitely a trend through here.
Yeah. So I've got really, really fine hair naturally, but I have been trying to grow it this last year, just really focusing on not using too many like heat products on it. Or I used to like straighten my hair basically every single day, whereas I'll do that like once when I've washed it. Even actually now I don't really need to do that. Obviously I've got a lot of extensions in my hair as well. But yeah, it's just one of these expensive habits that I'm in now that I just can't get out of because it just...
You're used to it. It's
exactly.
like getting my nails done.
It's just one of these things, one of these expensive...
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Yep.
And it was a bank holiday, so mine is just like full on with like the kids.
Yep.
I've not done anything for me in ages. Wednesday's quite good because I do things for myself. I think I might take my gran out for lunch tomorrow. Actually, when this episode's airing, because she's in her 80s.
Yeah.
She's on her own. She loves a lunch.
Needs a wee bit of self-care too.
Yeah, I don't get to see her as often as I used to, so like I might do that. But I feel like I've not done loads for myself recently. I think it's just like with life.
Yeah, absolutely. What was I going to say? So we've had a couple of different like client events that we've been going to recently. So we had a GHD one at one of our clients who is Shiona Jose over in Bearsden as a hairdresser. So we had a GHD event where basically they had like the GHD pros in who were showing us how to curl our hair ourselves, and they had like all the different like types of products out, because I have got like one curler, but actually the way he did my hair, it was with like a much thicker barrel and it was so much better. So I'm like, this is going to be expensive because I'm going to need this product as well now. So yeah, we were doing that. And again, he was just talking a lot about different like products and things like that, making sure like obviously you're using like heat protection and things like that as well.
I've started that.
And the temperature that different brands go up to as well, because I know that some heat tools will go up to like 230 degrees, whereas I think GHD only got up to like 180 or 185, because that's what they say is like the safe limit to actually use heat on your hair. So that was quite interesting.
That is interesting.
And then one of our other clients had an event last week as well. So our client is SkinStute, which is like a luxury skin client in Glasgow, skin specialist, gorgeous treatments, beautiful clinic. And I actually had the SkinPen microneedling. You've not had microneedling done before. I've spoken to you about this a few times. I've had it done a few times, but it is such a good treatment for, it basically is, obviously the microneedling is like tiny little needles that are getting into your skin, but it's all natural. There's no like products really used or anything like that. It's not like getting filler or Botox or anything like that. And basically when all these tiny little like channels are in your skin, and it basically forces your skin to repair itself naturally, and that's really good for collagen production and elasticity, all these kind of things. But it's really good, I find it, for I had acne when I was younger, and it's really good for any like acne scars, enlarged pores. That is like such a good treatment. I see a difference in it straight away. So that's really good. So that was really exciting. I felt very, afterwards you go quite red afterwards, obviously, because it's just, but it's not actually uncomfortable at all. You get like kind of numbing cream on beforehand. I find it really relaxing actually. I could fall asleep doing it. So that was really good. So I would definitely, I've had that treatment done a few times and noticed such a difference straight away. I think it takes like about a month for you to see like proper results from it, but it's a really good treatment for just like improving the overall kind of like texture of your skin as well, which I feel is like such a big one. I feel like you're seeing more and more of this kind of like no makeup trend, where you see people that are just using more of like a skin tint as opposed to like a heavy foundation, and I feel like that's great, but the actual texture of your skin, and obviously you can use like skincare products and things like that, but that's not really going to change the texture of your skin too much in that sense as well. So but actually my recovery from it, because normally I go quite red on the day, quite red the day after, and then it kind of peels maybe the day after that.
Right.
Whereas I've not actually had any kind of peeling or anything like that. So I feel like my skin is obviously my skin barrier is obviously kind of quite strong.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of like, you know, hydration in my skin as well.
Yeah.
So I'm giving myself a gold star for that.
Yeah, why not? It's always good when you're like, you go and you like, if you get a facial or something like that and you're like, you get some good feedback on your skin, you're like,
thanks.
I've done well.
That's something. So yeah, that was a really good treatment. And yeah, so the whole kind of like no makeup trend,
Yeah,
which you see, and it's just like one of these ones where guys would look at it and be like, oh yeah, they've not got any makeup on, but they don't realise like how much makeup they've got on.
Yeah, I know.
To actually look like they've not got any makeup on as well. Also went to see Devil Wears Prada 2.
I'm so jealous. I'm going this week.
It was so good. I absolutely loved every minute of it. There's obviously a couple of things where it's not like perfect, but on the whole, I was worried it was going to be like the Sex and the City films or the remake of the TV show, which I'm still really upset about. But
yeah, it didn't have the same. It just didn't have the same like sparkle as original Sex and the City.
Just like the storylines were just so lacking. Whereas Devil Wears Prada 2, I loved
that.
it. Yeah,
because the guy I was going to call him Nate. I was going to give him the actor's name. He's not in the sequel.
No.
Which I quite like because that's my irritants and the just like that is that Adrian comes back and I'm like, why?
No, absolutely not. So that is the one thing I'll say. There's no spoilers or anything like that, but Anne Hathaway's love interest is just so uncharismatic.
Is he?
Oh my God, I was like, this cannot be it, seriously. So that was the only bit that I just felt like actually they could have just taken that whole storyline out and
it was just not necessary.
Absolutely.
But I feel like that, you know, in the first one, because I was watching the first one last week and because I was like, why not? But her love interest, like not Nate, the other one, the guy,
he's
not charismatic either.
Oh no, I thought he was.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I was like, he is slimy.
Not saying anything about my type, but
sorry.
That probably explains a lot, to be honest.
And we never do this podcast again.
No, maybe that's my problem. The other guy in this film, he's just a bit too nice. I'm just like,
oh, is he? But I do feel like you need somebody like who's like got a bit of like,
yeah. And I just feel like it was just so necessary because she's just like, you know, such a great character on her own. Like, let's not define her by some boring man.
But I also feel like, do you not think like the Devil Wears Prada, the core of it is like just really strong women, like because when you first watched it, it was like Miranda is meant to be the villain, but actually you look back and you go, it's Nate.
No, absolutely
like
not.
it's the guy not being really supportive and not understanding and being quite judgmental,
not wanting her to succeed in her career.
Which if you're going to be a journalist,
so intimidated by it as well.
100% so intimidated by it, especially if you're going to be a journalist.
Especially when she had like the glow up and she was looking phenomenal as well. He was so threatened.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like movies are doing this less. They're having so many like What was it, Reese Witherspoon? She had an acceptance speech like years and years ago, but she was like, and I think she was talking about when she started her own production company, and she was like, I read so many scripts where it's like the woman looks to the guy and goes, and what should we do? And she's like, when has a woman ever turned around to a guy and been like, and what should we do? Like, a woman always knows.
Oh, absolutely.
What to do.
No, that is so the case. But yeah, it's so good though. You're going to love it. We'll have a deep dive into it once there's like everyone's seen it and there's no
if we can
spoilers
actually talk
anymore.
about it.
But yeah, I just absolutely loved it as well. Obviously, Stanley Tucci is just
really attractive.
I love him.
I love him.
His character is so good in it again. And Emily Blunt for me, she just steals the show.
She's so good, I think.
Oh,
like her
the way she can deliver it, like just like one letter, just like a look. Phenomenal.
When I was watching the first time, I'm like, she just gives that British disdain so well.
Yes. She has that real kind of like sarcastic,
like proper British like humour, and I think it just lands so well. But they all look phenomenal. There was so much about like, has Anna Hathaway had a facelift before? Like, because obviously she does look great, but I'm like,
I know, the fact that she actually looks so similar, I feel like if she had a facelift, she would probably look different. Like, probably still young, but yeah, I feel like she's never really had a break away from, you know, films for any prolonged period that she could really have had. I mean, I don't know anything about facelifts and how long the recovery, but you would think that there would be some sort of
quite a while
recovery process for like a good few months, whereas I feel like she's just like film after film after film.
Yeah, and like she does look like if we were talking about this, like she's got like little like you wouldn't have the little crow's feet or the lines. Like they're not going to be
she still has expression as well, which I think is obviously so important for her characters as well.
But I feel like as well, like they'll have personal chefs, so they're eating really well. Yeah, they'll have really good skincare. Yeah. Yes, they'll have had tweakments. But also people are talking about her as if she's like 75 or something. She's like what, she's in her 40s.
She's like a few years older than me. Like, what are you expecting? I think it's just the fact that she really hasn't aged, but yeah, she's not old by any stretch of imagination.
But do you also think that's because generationally, like when we were younger, you looked at people who were in their 40s and they were frumpy. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. They were like I also feel like the hairstyles were not great. It was always the short hairstyle. Like you didn't really look after you didn't really take that much care of yourself.
It was just like a different time. Like even when I look at like pictures of my mum, when my mum was like 42, 43, when she had like my youngest sister, and like what the outfit she wore to like, so which is obviously like my age now. Yeah. And when I look at the outfit she wore to like her like christening, she had on this like yellow spotty, like kind of like midi dress, with kind of hat and everything like that, but you know, it had like the kind of like short sleeves and things. Like never in a million years would you catch me wearing anything like that at all. But you know, just like people in their 40s would just never wear these days, whereas that's just what they all wore.
Yeah, and I think it was but I also think it's a generational thing of like when women got to a certain age, it's like they're past their prime, which I feel like 40s. I read so many things now where like 40s is like is a new 30, but like up until 40 everything's just like data. You're just bringing data, and then your 40s when you actually start like living all the lessons. Definitely. And I'm actually excited to go into my 40s. I think it'll be a good decade. I was
not bothered at all about turning 40. It literally didn't bother me at all. I just think especially like even when you see people online, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm turning 30 next week," and I'm like, "Shut up."
I think 30s was such a good like 30s was quite a big change because obviously we had kids and we'd like changed our lifestyle. But I actually enjoyed my 30s way more than my 20s. Yeah. And then I feel like I'll enjoy my 40s because I've got what I need now. So it's just
hear less about other people's opinion. It doesn't really affect how you live your day-to-day life, to be honest with you. You're just like, I don't care.
I'm going to do me, you do you. Totally fine.
Yeah. So I definitely feel like that's just really not that big a deal anymore.
Yeah, and I do think as well, like, I think like what I've not watched it, but what I really like about Devil Wears Prada is you've got Meryl Streep and she's in heels and she's looking so good. And I actually am like, people worry about aging, whereas like I actually don't think that's an issue at all. And I think if you dress like that makes you feel confident. Yeah,
that is I think huge part of it.
That totally changes how you view yourself. Yeah. And
because even like, you know, there's always this thing about like, oh, don't wear shorts if you're in your 40s, or don't wear like short skirts and things like that. And like you'll see me all summer, like I will not be in a pair of jeans anything like below my knee, and it's just absolute nonsense. I hate that whole like, why? Oh, you know, if you get to a certain age you shouldn't be wearing this. Like, wear whatever you're comfortable in.
I know. Or like, what makes you look good? So like, your body type doesn't when you get to a certain age, your body type just doesn't randomly change
overnight. Exactly.
But people seem to think like, oh, you just can't wear these things, and I think it's more about dressing for like what makes you feel confident, your body type, where your like assets are, like, let's be honest, like so I definitely am up for that. I really dislike this, like, you can't wear something after a certain age.
And I also don't like this whole narrative like, oh, good for you, and it's like,
or
just no.
Or do you know what's such a backhanded compliment? You look good for your age. I look great for my age. And you're like, that's such a backhanded compliment.
Yeah. No, we are not all about that.
No, we're not.
No, not
that was our little rant over.
Exactly. So we're hoping we'll have a guest on for the next episode as well, which we're just waiting to finalise, which we're really excited about. Yeah. And just more. I feel like May is going to be a really quick, busy month.
I feel like May's so busy because like as soon as because we've got this event and we're hoping to do another event in June, which means you've got to be locking it in now.
Yeah.
And then you've got to get all the June stuff ready in May. So I feel like it's just going to be so busy. But I feel like April went so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the kind of like sociable time of year as well,
Yes.
where you're just sitting in nice rooftop bars with an
That
apple in
sounds
hand.
absolutely fantastic.
Dream.
Most of my friends, a lot of my friends, their birthdays are in May.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm like, how? Like, I think we have like 1, 2, 3.
I mean, you do have like about 15 best friends, so I just couldn't afford that many friends. Sorry.
So we have an agreement we all don't buy each other gifts
Oh, right,
because
okay.
otherwise we would literally be. And then
Bankrupt.
for big birthdays, what we do is we save up and we go away. Although, so it's a bigger version of our Christmas trip we do every year.
Okay.
So like for our 30th, we went to Cameron House. So we did the spa day. We did like a boat. We did basically like a boat cruise, like you could go round the lock and hop round the bars. So we did that, and then that was quite nice. So like I feel like our 40th, because we've all now been through the kid phase and we'll be like they'll be a little bit older, that we're going to be like, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Go big or go home.
Go big. We are a go big or go home group.
Yes.
So yeah, we've got a lot of birthdays in May, and then it's like we're into June,
And then it's summer.
and it's summer, and then GlowFound turns 1 in September. So I feel like, whew,
Yeah, we need a big event for that.
yeah, we do, definitely do.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, that's the
Basically.
motto today.
So on that note, I think we'll leave it here for this week. But don't forget to follow us at GlowFound Official. And if you've got any questions, any skin topics you'd like us to discuss, then just drop us a DM. And we'll see you next time.
yeah, yeah.